Everybody.
Hello. All right.
Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and open up the floor. We will start right here, Jamestown.
Hey Jordi, first of all, happy birthday. Secondly, just how crazy is this like whirlwind for you, and not only that, but it's against your former team, and how much does that mean?
It's a really fun day overall. Obviously Mike not being here hurts because he's the one that wants to be here and with the group. But for me, just, next man mentality, not just the players, but also myself, try to help the group, keep them calm. Like Coach always says, compete at a high level. And for me, it's special because I'm going to do it against an organization, coach, players, everybody, coaches, that I have a lot of respect for. And that's what makes it fun. If you like this job, being competitive is a big thing, and I'm excited for it.
Coach, we just found out Sabonis will not be available tonight. Who will be starting in his place? And then, of course, a follow-up. You saw Jokic for a number of years in Denver. What are you going to tell your guys, especially your big men, just to kind of slow him down?
So the first thing I'm going to tell them is that Nicola's really good. He's really, really good. Alex Len's going to start. The best thing with our guys is they've been great professionals, great teammates. They've worked so hard. The reality is that you roughly play with 9 or 10, and we have those 7 to 8 guys that don't play. But our group, they kept working so hard. And when you do that, you're just ready for the next opportunity. And that's why we believe Alen and everybody else who's going to step up is ready for the challenge. We know that it's a big challenge because it's Nicola, right? And the whole team, not just him. But once again, it's exciting for the whole group.
Sean Cunningham.
Jordi, was Domas ever able to go through any part of shoot around today?
So he had treatment today. He took a few shots. He's in good spirits. He's in good place. And then tomorrow we'll reevaluate and see where he's at. So everything was very positive. And then tomorrow we'll see how he feels.
And then just Denver, I mean, you wasn't that a lot long ago you were there. Are they much different from what you remember?
I mean, obviously they have a lot of a few new faces. I think they've improved like with size and physicality and defensive presence. But the way they play with a pass. They have one of the best passing bigs ever. They have a very well connected team. And when they're open, they shoot it. They're number 1 in 3-point percentage. They don't shoot a lot, but that's what they do. They're a very, very good basketball team. They've proved it in the last few games, right? Their record in the last games, I think 8 games, is really, really good. So we're about to face one of the best teams in the NBA, and once again, that's why a day like today is very fun.
Hey, Coach Fernández. Go back to December 14th. Toronto, when you had to step in for Coach Brown. Then, what was that like? Immediately coming in and answering the call. He was Coach Brown. That is, he was grateful to you and the staff, for handling the situation. But he has also said, you NBA ready made. But what was it like, coming in at that moment and taking over the Kings?
So it comes at you pretty fast, right? And you don't have time to stop and think. But one thing I can tell you is players responded. They played extremely hard. They supported one another, and then the rest of the coaching staff was awesome at just keeping everybody calm. We were not trying to do anything very different. It was just keep doing what we were doing, what we've done the whole time. And I think it worked. Obviously, at the end, you need your best players to step up, and Domas and De'Aaron Fox were amazing towards the end of the stretch. So we needed that spark, and we got it from them. So all the credit for the guys.
Cool. Yeah, just follow up. Just last question too. And this development here, just a few hours ago, you were told to take over again. What was that experience like? How was it broke? The news was broke to you that you were taking over tonight.
So Coach Brown told me, obviously when he found out from 6 feet apart or more. He told me that he tested positive and he left right away. So, you know, he went home as soon as he found out. Him and I talked on the phone after, you know, obviously following what we are trying to do as a group, but also what, you know, he does as a head coach. And just to prepare, I mean, like you said, I coached that part of the game, 20 whatever minutes it was. I've been a head coach before, so I've prepared myself. I have a great support with a great coaching staff that we have here. And we're gonna go out there, we're gonna be positive, we're gonna support our guys, and that's how we're gonna compete.
All right, Mark, and then Chris.
Happy birthday, Armando.
Thanks.
The Nuggets are second worst in field goal percentage in the restricted area. How important is it to put pressure on the rim tonight, and what does that look like without Domas in the ballgame?
That's a good question because it's the first time that we don't have him. So like we said before, I just said before, some of the guys are gonna have to step up. But one thing I know we have is we have De'Aaron Fox, and he's gonna go downhill. He's extremely quick. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna run the floor after makes, after misses. As you guys know, Malik is gonna come in and do the same thing, put pressure. We're ready to touch the paint and be ready to shoot. So it's not gonna be that different, but at the same time, you know, like we're gonna need that extra step from everybody else to accomplish that, to get there. And if they collapse, be ready to shoot.
Jordi, how do you reflect on your time in Denver? What do you think you learned the most and sort of evolved the most as a coach?
That's a very good question. I just think that I matured as a coach. I grew a lot through experiences with the coaches that I worked with, but also going through a process that is similar to the one that we're experiencing here. When I was there, I think the year before it was 30 wins. My first year we got 40, 46, then we were in the 50s, we were second in the West, we went to the conference final. So that process of creating a culture, what gives you an identity. And I think in the short term here, so far we're on the right track to do it in our own way with a different team. But that experience for me just helped me a lot to come here and be decisive with what we're trying to do, what my job is, that is to take a lot of stuff out of Coach Brown's plate, make his life easy, and so he just can focus on making tough decisions and coaching games. So that's how I think Denver has been really, really good for me.
All right, a few more, Jason.
Jordi, happy birthday. How old are you now, sir?
40.
40. Happy birthday. Mike has said many times that adversity is going to hit at some point in the year, and here you guys are with dealing with some things. How do you go about reiterating just that message and trying to elicit the right response from the rest of the team?
I think adversity is going to be, like I said before, something fun, because it's going to force us to compete in a different way. And what we cannot do is just have excuses, because we don't have one of our best players, because we're playing a very good team, because our head coach is not going to be here with us. You know, it is what it is. Everybody has tough stretches with the schedule. Everybody's got tough trips. Everybody's got injuries here and there. So, you know, how you respond to that as a group, and even either you win or you lose, you're getting out and you're proud of yourself, and you know, you can say, hey, let's try to do it again and get the next one. So we're excited for this.
All right, last two.
Yeah. Coach, can you talk about the decision to start Alex tonight? Obviously, he hasn't played much of late.
Experience, obviously a big body, because we're gonna face one of the best big men in the world. So Alex has done it before, and we trust that he's gonna do the right thing. So he kept himself in great shape. He's a great teammate, a great professional. So that's the reason behind. That's pretty much it.
And last one, brother.
Yeah, Jordi, with no Domas, how do you go about attempting to maintain your defensive rebounding rate and then also get out in transition after the fact?
Well, that's gonna be a challenge, but at the same time, Alex is a big body. I'm pretty sure that he's gonna be there fighting for a lot of those possessions, to finish possessions. But for us running, it's not just after misses. We'll run after rebounds, we'll run after makes. I think if I'm not wrong, we're one of the top, if not the best, running team after makes. So that's who we are, that's our mentality. And like you said, Alex is gonna have to grab some of the guys that come off the bench, but 1 through 4 is not just an R5. 1 through 4 have to get out there, fight for the possession and finish it.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks.